Hello, everyone. This is D Nice over here at the Printed Word Bookstore in Portsmouth, VA, and welcome to another episode of Bookstore Shenanigans. On today's episode, I'm going to give you guys a bit of a two-parter. So the first part, I'm going to give you guys a very brief tour of the Printed Word Bookstore via my POV. And then for the second part, for the second half of it, I'm just going to talk about an upcoming event that might be very interesting and intriguing for those of you book lovers out there. So stay tuned. So without further ado, let us jump into this tour in 3, 2, 1... Here we are. So we are inside the Printed Word Bookstore where we started, but I wanted to actually start off on the outside and come inside to give you guys the full perspective of it. However, today is the one day of the year in which we literally experience every single season that there is right here in Virginia. So we are experiencing literally all 4 seasons right now. So as you can see, it is raining. It was also partially snowing a little bit. I'm confused because it was 60 degrees this morning. What's going on? What's happening? We're in Virginia. So anyway, we are located in Portsmouth, Virginia, in the great state of VA. And right here, we are here at the Printed Word Bookstore. This is the entrance. This is the only entrance in here that you guys can access. And right now, we have posted just a couple of things. We regularly have Storytime with T, which is the children's literary program. So if you have any kids in the area in Hampton Roads, whether it be in Portsmouth, Suffolk, Chesapeake, because we're in that little trifecta, make sure that you stay up to date with our social media stuff so that you know when the next Storytime with T is. The next one that we have scheduled is actually this Saturday, March 14th at 11:30 a.m. And we actually have a special guest reader, so I'm excited about that. But we regularly do Storytime with T because obviously we love our young readers and we really want young reading scholars to just bloom and just grow in their love for literacy. Also, Virginia Young Adult Author Panel is rescheduled with a new date of April 25th, 2026 from 2 to 4 p.m. Really excited about that. Unfortunately, because we live in Virginia, we got randomly snowed out the last time we tried to host this, but the weather should be better by April 25th. We should be more regulated. We should be solidly in spring. And prayerfully, it is the most gorgeous weather of all the year. So we're looking forward to that. So these are just kind of our current announcements that we have posted up here. Without further ado, let me show you guys the tour. So I'm going to give you guys a little 180, starting with the children's section. So I am like right up against the door so that you guys know exactly what we look like in 3, 2, 180. Starts off over there with our children's section. These are our used books, different categories. Young reading scholars on the wall, we like when the kids bring in their good works. We do have a bathroom. We have some special categories of books over there. Those 2 shelves are only new books that we have inside here. We have a bunch of miscellaneous items here, as well as miscellaneous books as well. And then some more pre-loved selections for you guys. And then lastly, we have this right here. The cookbooks. So we have a little tiny section of cookbook stuff. And ordinarily, this sign is outside, ordinarily, as well as the flag. However, like I told you guys, the weather is crazy today. So I put it out for a second, but then I understood why Mr. T didn't put it out today. The weather is being crazy and being Virginia weather today. So we're not going to have that outside. But yeah, I wanted to give you guys the full look of our store because a lot of times when you see things online, it doesn't look exactly the same, or like you form your own expectations based upon what you see online. But obviously what you see online, there's edits, there's cuts, there's music, there's just certain things that we can't do to give you like a perfect POV of what it's like in our store. So I just don't want anybody to be surprised like, oh, that's not what it looked like online. But no, this is really what we look like. We are a real bookstore. This is literally everything. I'm showing you the entirety of our store. And I just wanted to give you guys a little tour without music, without edits, without cuts. But like this is literally everything that we have here in our store. So for those of you who have been following us since day one of the first videos I posted was about our book tree. It was called the Book Tree Selfie Wrap. So our book tree used to be right here. And so we used to decorate it throughout the year for different seasons and holidays and stuff. But the floors were redone. And so obviously everything had to be taken out and moved around so that all the floors could be redone. And in that process, the book tree is no more. So if you did not take us up on that offer to take a selfie with the book tree, you might never get another chance because honestly, it took up a lot of space. And now we have this cute little den type area over here, which is nice and open. And so I think it actually worked in our favor to get rid of the book tree because it kind of like opened up our space even more. So if you didn't get a selfie with a book tree, sorry. Too bad, too late. Like I said, these two shelves right here are our 100% new books. So if you want any from our new selection, it doesn't mean that it's the most recent book necessarily. More than likely, more of our more recent books are like front and forward facing. But it just means that the books came in new. They're not pre-loved. Nobody else bought them. Nobody else has read them. Maybe. I don't know. Definitely. Nobody else has read them. They came directly to us fresh. So we even have a little display right here. So all these books are also still for sale. So if you see any books that you would like here, you can just pick it up. All of our prices are actually, well, they should be on the back, unless this is new. Yep. See, we have a price sticker on the back right there to know what the price is. So we don't guarantee to have the cheapest prices. We don't guarantee to have the widest selection. But I think we do have quite a few unique things, especially considering that this is a Black-owned, female-owned operation. And so Ms. Tara does a fantastic job of getting a lot of Black titles in here, either about the Black experience or by Black females and males and authors and writers and poets and stuff like that. So I think that's what's makes us set apart from other bookstores in the area, is that we are a Black-owned, female-owned establishment, and it is very transparent by what we have on our shelves. Now, we do have a little bit of everything, as you saw by the different categories that we have. Like, we have education, sports, classics, so we have a bit of from everybody. But I would say predominantly the titles that we have on our shelves are about the Black experience, starring Black main characters, or by Black authors themselves. So that is the entirety of the store. You've seen everything. So now you know exactly what it is like here in the Printed Word Bookstore if you walk through our doors. Like I said, I just wanted to give you guys the real of what it's like so that when you come in here, you are not surprised. We typically have these two tables out here, but on occasion we could have a display depending on the holiday, depending on what we're celebrating throughout the month. So you guys saw for Black History Month, we had our Black History Month display. We don't have a Women's History Month display, but most of the books that are forward-facing on our shelves right now are either by female authors or they are about women. So that's fantastic. But yeah, guys, this is it. This is everything. We do not, even though we are called the Printed Word, we do not offer printing and faxing services. That was a business that was here many years ago, but it is no longer. We are, in fact, a bookstore. And so what we mainly sell and provide to the community are books. And so that is it. That section right there, that is all of our children's section. The whole children's section is right in that corner. It's down low for the kids so that they have access to the books. And they also have their little reading buddies, as you can see. They're very cute. So I'll actually give you guys a little zoom in of our children's section because it's so cute and down here. But I know those of us who are getting up there in age, our niece might not be capable of getting down here. So I want to give you that perspective from as if your child was here enjoying the books over here. We have some of those huge, gigantic books that I don't know if you've ever read them, but it's honestly like you got to fight to properly hold it up and read it. So it's actually difficult to read these huge books. I think we need like a stand or something to have a story time with them, but maybe one day we can get a good stand going. Like I said, any of the kids, if they want, they can play with any of the toys that we have over here. We have a couple of dolls, super cute. They can play with any of these and have their little reading buddy with them. We recently added this bookshelf. And so we have some new books, but I think most of the books that we have right now for the kids are used. But we do have some new ones, as you can see by our top shelf picks right here. And the kids love, love, love this little play set right here, this little school play set. They love it. And yeah, that is our entire kid section. So now you've gotten the full tour. You know what it's like here. When you enter into the Printed Word Bookstore, you won't be overwhelmed. It's very clean. We also have a very unique smell. Everybody always says, oh my goodness, it smells good in here. It smells so good in here. But that is because we have a unique smell that we have pumping out throughout the entirety of the store. And so we always get compliments on, oh my goodness, it always smells so good in here. I've worked here so long now that I don't notice it as much anymore, but I do remember that was one of my first memories being here, is that I was like, oh, it smells nice in here. Oh, that's a unique smell. Oh, that's just like, every time I smell it, I'm just like, that's the Printed Word. So yep, you have the whole tour. So now you know exactly what the whole establishment looks like. So without further ado, let us jump into our 101 conversation in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the event that I wanted to advertise is, well, first and foremost, there is Storytime with T, and a special guest, Anastasia. So that is happening at 11:30 a.m. right here at the Printed Word Bookstore, March 14th on Saturday, 11:30 a.m. right here, Storytime with T. That's event number one. And then event number two, the main event that I wanted to let you guys know about is the Suffolk, Virginia Authors Festival that is happening this Saturday, March 14th, 2026 in Suffolk, Virginia at the Suffolk Convention Center. So just Google Suffolk, Virginia Authors Festival or Suffolk Authors Festival. It will be like the first thing that pops up is the 12th annual one. And I'm excited because it's the first one that I'm going to, because I'm like, I work at a bookstore now. I have no excuse. It's been on my radar for about 3 years now, but I've never actually put it on the calendar to go. But this year, I'm like, I ain't got no excuse. I got to get over there. So I don't have anything scheduled. I volunteer with my church in the morning, but it's from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. So I'm excited because I'll actually be able to go. There's going to be 75 plus authors in the building. There's going to be best-selling authors in the building. There's going to be local authors. I am super excited to get to know like what we have here in Virginia, not just the great state of VA, but like just right here in Hampton Roads. The fact that this is 12 years strong in Suffolk, Virginia is fantastic. I think it's going to be really great to learn the landscape of book lovers and authors and writers and spoken word artists, and I just think it's going to be a really enlightening event for me personally, as someone who now works at a bookstore and is surrounded by books, to get to know the book community here in Hampton Roads. So I'm just letting you guys know, just come on out. It's going to be a good time. I'm going to read you guys the little blurb they have online. This is a one-day free and open to the public festival, showcases 75 plus authors from all featured genres and backgrounds. Highlights of the event include author meet and greets, book signings, author readings, moderator panel discussions, and book sales. So you can come, you can support authors. Some of them are going to be local, some of them are not going to be local, but it doesn't matter because reading, guys, books. I'm just so excited to see who's going to be in the building. And it's just a wonderful opportunity. Whether or not you like books right now, this might be a good opportunity to see if this is a potential career path for you. Maybe you are meant to be a writer. This is a great time to just come with some questions and try to network and meet some people in the area and beyond who might be able to help you on your journey, or to get your next best read and just have it be signed by the author themselves. I'm just really excited to just get a better grasp as to the writing and author and book loving community here in Hampton Roads. So I'm sure it's going to be a great time. Like I said, it is the Suffolk, Virginia Authors Festival happening this Saturday, March 14th, 2026, from 1 to 5 p.m. at the Suffolk Convention Center. I'm excited. I hope I can see you guys there, at least some of you. And I pray that this is just going to be a fantastically wonderful event to unite all of our book lovers out there in Hampton Roads. And I'm excited to just represent the Printed Word Bookstore by just being present. We don't have a booth or a panel or anything like that, but I just want to be in the room just to absorb all the book love that's going to be present. So I hope you guys have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Bookstore Shenanigans. I am your local bookstore clerk, D Nice, over here at the Printed Word Bookstore in Portsmouth, VA. Have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day. Goodbye, y'all.